Bonjour again, it's me, Madame Johnson, again, and I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of background information now. This is not information that's necessarily covered in this particular section that we've been talking about, but I think it's something that will help you to understand a little bit better why we use certain words the way we do. So in our vocab list, we see a lot of words like au and à la. For example, we see au café, we see au concert, we see au centre commercial, at the cafe, at the concert, at the mall. And then we also see à la. And à la also means the same thing as au, but we use it with different words. So for example, we see à la bibliothèque, and we see, oh goodness, I'm trying to think of another, à la maison. Those are words that also use à la. But they mean the same thing. They mean to the or at the. So for example, if we were asking somebody if they wanted to go somewhere, we would say on va au cinéma, or on va à la bibliothèque, or tu voudrais aller au cinéma, or tu voudrais aller à la bibliothèque. So we're asking them, would you like to go to the? And that's what au and à la mean. They mean to the. They also mean at the in other situations. And the way you know the difference of when they're being used is basically context. And you'll see other examples later in this course where you will use au and à la for at the instead of to the. So that's what those mean. Then you may, in some assignments here and there throughout this unit, see le and la. And le and la are a little bit simpler than au and à la. They just mean the word the. And again, they're used with different words in different circumstances, specifically the gender of different places and different things, but we're not going to talk about gender so much. The only thing I want you to know is that le and la mean the word the. So if you see them, you can kind of know what they mean, and you can even try out using them if you'd like. So for example, instead of saying au cinéma, which means to the movie theater, you can say le cinéma, which just means the movie theater. And you could use le with other words that we talked about, like le concert, the concert, or le centre commercial, the mall. And then there's also la bibliothèque, and la means the, so this just means the library. And you can also use that with la maison, the house, or any other phrase that you learn with la, or à la. So you can't use them interchangeably. You really have to use them where they belong. So if you are saying, like you're inviting somebody to go to the mall, then you would have to say, on va au centre commercial. But if you're saying, for example, I like the mall, then you would say the term for like, which you're going to learn in the next unit. I like le centre commercial. Okay, so there is a difference between these, and this stuff here is not really stuff you're going to need to know officially yet. But I wanted to kind of front load it a little bit so that you can know that it exists, and that if you want to try playing around with it, you can. So I hope this makes sense. It gives you the differences between au and à la and le and la, and try playing around with them as you feel ready. Merci and bonne journée. And here I go again, turning it off.